The time has finally come to open the path to Diglett's cave, and so I'm going to put my sleeper on top, of course, and let's take a look at what kind of channels we have in Kanto before going for the Poke Flute. Places and people. Oh, dear God, no. Better not be what I think it is. Oh, yeah. Look at that, it's even worse than Mary's show. If it's even possible, I'm not making this up. It serves no purpose whatsoever. It's just lame. At least the Oak and Mary's show gave you the locations of some Pokemon. And okay, let's all sing Pokemon March, because we can't have it only in Johto. That wouldn't make sense. And the Poke Flute, which is why I went on this wild goose chase. And Snorlax woke up. And when it wakes up, it always attacks for some reason. Okay, yeah. Continue taking a nap while fighting, will ya? Well, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna begin with Hypnosis, which connects. Very good. Now, let's see how much damage I can inflict. Snore? Well, tough luck, I'm a ghost type. So, let's see how much damage Thunderbolt will do. A quarter, half, a critical! A critical took off only half of its health! Oh wow! Lugia is going to be so much fun, especially if it keeps spamming recover. But for now, let's concentrate on the task at hand. So, Thunderbolt took off a little more than I expected, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go with Ice Punch this time to avoid killing it. Let's see how... Okay, that was a very good call. I would have probably killed it with Thunderbolt. Now let's try Hypnosis again. No! Please don't rest! Ooh. I was afraid it was gonna use rest and erase all my progress. So, Hypnosis connects this time. Excellent. So now it's time to start chucking balls at it. And I didn't even need to buy any because remember that big chunk of balls that I bought for Suicune? Well, I bought 30 of them and I needed 2 for Suicune, so now I still have 28 unused Great Balls. Attempt number 1 didn't go over so well. So, yeah, now we're gonna have It's Fast Asleep, Snore doesn't work, Leftovers Recovery, and yeah, now let's try again, and it's going to be really long if I mess up a few times because of, you know, Leftovers Recovery, Snore, etc., etc. 2, 3, alright! Snorlax was caught, so now there's only one guy left to catch, and that's Lugia. Unfortunately, I already used up my Master Ball, but hopefully Heavy Balls will be effective on this defensive, recovering son of a bitch. But right now I'm not going to head into Diglett's cave. Just now there's one more thing I need to do, and it's take off leftovers from Snorlax and give it to Raikou, since it's going to be the only other member of my team, excluding Tyranitar, who cannot restore HP in any way, shape, or form. Because Suicune has Rest, Lugia and Hu have Recover, and Gengar has Dream Eater, so that leaves the other two as the ones who really need leftovers. And this is really annoying because the Generation 3 and 4 PC system is so much more convenient when it comes to item management. What I gotta do now is withdraw Snorlax, take off its leftovers, give it to Raikou, then deposit the soft sand that Raikou had, then I gotta put back Snorlax in and take back Farfetch'd. So, yeah, it's really annoying. It would have been done in a flash in Generations 3 and 4, but here, sadly, that is not the case. So, now everything is going smoothly, so now is the time to go to Diglett's cave and hopefully get to Pewter City fairly quickly. So anyway, one thing I've been thinking about lately is rematch roster mechanics. Because in Generations 3 and 4, all you have to do in order to have the trainers have improved rosters and such is having beaten enough gyms. But in Generation 2, it doesn't look to work quite that way. Sure, you need to have some gyms beaten, but there's also the odd chance that the roster won't upgrade, that you need another rematch to upgrade the roster. Because you remember, I think I got to Mahogany, and then I got a rematch from some picnicker on Route 34, and she still had her level 9 Pokemon, even though I was at the 7th gym. And hey, it's the Viridian Forest music that's playing, even though there's no Viridian Forest in this game. Normally on Route 2, it's the Route 1 music that's playing, but whatever, I digress. Now, there should be an old guy somewhere in this area that's gonna give me the Silver Wing, and oh, I guess this is the one. And yeah, as I was saying, I've noticed a few more occurrences of rosters not being upgraded after beating a gym. Then I don't beat another gym, but the rosters upgrade anyway. So yeah, I think that's how it works. Ah, you're right, yes. Silver Wing. So now Lugia is going to appear if I go to the depths of the Whirl Islands, which I'm going to do in the next video. But for now, I still have some time left to visit Pewter City a bit before having to jolt back to Johto to have Kurt make me heavy balls. And oh, this is a male Nidoran, by the way, judging by the cry. Yeah, I'm a nerd, I know, no need to rub it in. What are you selling? No Ultra Balls. I'm a bit surprised because every other Pokemart that I've encountered since Blackthorn sold these, but now we're in Pewter City. Presumably it's because we're much earlier in Red, Blue, Yellow terms in the game, because Pewter is like the 3rd city in the game, whereas the other cities from Cerulean on happen a bit later, so they would all have Ultra Balls. Still, I would have expected them to carry Ultra Balls, because even though this is early game in Red, Blue, Yellow terms, we're still in the post game in Gold, Silver, Crystal. So closed for renovations. Read, the game designers didn't want to program it because Kanto was horribly rushed. That is the 173rd exhibit of that happening. Yes, I actually counted them. Oh, and this is a familiar sight. A Jigglypuff in the Pewter Pokemon Center. I wonder if it's gonna start singing again. Let's take a look. No. Poo, 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 poo. Because, yeah, its Japanese name is Purin, or however the hell you're supposed to pronounce it. I find that quite funny because in French, Purin, it's pronounced Purin. It actually means dung. So, actually, every time I see Jigglypuff's Japanese name, I instantly think of cow dung. But enough talk about shit, we're almost out of time, so I'm gonna pick up my apricorns. I got 51 rare candies now, by the way, and 66 black apricorns. So, let's pick them all up. Hopefully I'm not gonna need to use them all, because, well, I think my Gengar will have its whole PP wasted long before I use them all, but there's no harm in gathering as many as possible, especially since they're absolutely free. Okay, so now we're actually going to take the Magnet Train. I don't think oh, we got a phone call here, and oh, it's for a rematch, but I'm gonna take care of this one off screen if you don't mind. So as I was about to say, I don't think I have used the Magnet Train yet on camera, because I've used it a few times now, but off screen. Okay, so whoa! I don't know if you see the lag, but wow! Wow, the music didn't lag, but the graphics, oh god, that was some lag. It honestly looked like stop motion, because seriously, it was like 1 frame for like 3 or 4 tenths of a second. That was ridiculous. So we're gonna hand over all those 66 black apricorns to Kurt, and in the next video, we're going to head down to the Whirl Islands, take that path I didn't take the first time, and hopefully we're gonna be able to catch Lugia in a decent amount of time.